Welcome back to the story of Jimmy and Pat Meaders. It's been a hot minute, but it has just been, we've been getting done with summer and starting back to school. I homeschool, so I've just had a hard time finishing everything, but I've got a good one for you today. This one was worth the wait. As you get to the end, you'll see why. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. It's definitely getting sweeter. There's a little stuff about the war. The feelings they were having during that, I can only imagine, and just lots of cute little things in there. And I will work really hard to try to start getting out maybe one a week. That's going to be my goal from here on out. So thank you for sticking with us, and I hope you enjoy this little glimpse into the story of Jimmy and Pat Meaders.
Forevermore, I like to share that vintage stream.
June 2nd, 1942. Dearest Pat, I received my inspiration yesterday afternoon in a letter from a certain girl that has become a part of my life. If it wasn't for those letters of hers, the days and weeks would drag by very slowly. But as it is, they seem to go by real fast. I hope the next 4 or 5 weeks will soon pass by, and then I will be able to see this certain young lady. I did enjoy your letter very much, darling. I am glad to hear that you enjoyed your visit with your parents. I believe I know how you felt when you started to leave, for every time I go home, it is the same way. I've tried my best to get her not to cry when I leave, for that is one thing I hate to see, and that is a woman in tears, especially my mother, but she still does it. That is the only thing I dread about going home, and that is the time when it comes for us to part. I do agree with you on the question that a person does not appreciate his home until he has to leave it or has been away for quite a while. It does one a lot of good to go back every now and then and see his people and all of his old friends. I can't understand one staying away from home for years unless they are where they can't get home. There was a guy in the barracks the other day that hasn't been home in 7 years. That is too long for me. How about you? I think we could have a swell time together at your home, for I really love the country. I've never lived in it, but I did used to spend my vacation there. Does your father have any horses? If he does, I'm afraid you will have to take me home with you someday. I would like very much, though, to meet your mother and father. I know I will like them, for they must be awful nice to have a daughter as fine as you are. I had a long-distance call Sunday, and I was not there to get it, as I was over here at the hangar working. The fellow that took the call never tried to find who it was calling or where it was from. I finally got the call traced, and it was from my home. I got them on the phone Sunday night at 10:10. Guess what it was? Well, I tell you before you think something had happened to some of my family. My sister Elizabeth gave birth to a 7-pound baby boy. They both are doing swell now, Mama said, but Saturday she came nearly passing out. It was named after me, that is, it has my first name. It was James William Stovall. I know her happiness is complete now because she has always been crazy about children. They said that Dick, that is my brother-in-law, nearly had a fit when he found out that it was a boy. I want you to meet them someday. He is the son of a Baptist preacher and is a good one too. His mother and father are two of the loveliest old people that I have ever met. I don't think that they have ever had any enemies. If they did, I feel like it wasn't their fault. I know you would like them. I like to see an old couple like that, where both are still in pretty good health and seem as if they are as crazy about each other as if they were young people, and that is the way these two are. I'm sorry to hear that your sister had to go and fall just before you and her were to go home for a day or two. A fall any other time would be bad enough, but I know this one hurt her 2 ways. That's by cheating her out of her trip home, and then physically too. I sure hope she wasn't hurt real bad. That is where she will have trouble from it later on in life. Tell her I said hello and that she had better put her feet down easy next time. Pat, do you have any brothers or just the sister? I'm the only boy. I guess you will think that I'm a spoiled brat now, but I don't think so, for I have always been treated like the rest of the children, 3 girls. But sometimes I'm accused of being my mother's pet. I think she cares just as much for the rest of them as she does me. I have 3 of the nicest sisters I think there are in the world. Of course, I believe everyone should feel that way about their sisters and brothers, but somehow we have always seemed to be close together. I know you will understand, for I know you feel the same way about your sis. There is always something to pull a home a little closer together than lots of things would. Darling, I'm glad to hear about your offer for a better position, but I don't know what to say for you to do about it. First, you will be farther from home and you will not get to visit with your people very often. And then, from a selfish standpoint, I won't get to see you very often, if any, and that would hurt me more than you can realize. I wish you and Evelyn could get a job here in Jacksonville. I know you would like it down here, for it's nice practically all year round. It doesn't get very cold here in the winter time, and I don't see where it is too hot. Maybe that is because I stayed in the tropics so long, but I really love it here. I have a relative here that is a supervisor at Southern Bell Telephone Company, and maybe she would help you and Evelyn to get on. Then Jack knows quite a few people here that has big jobs that might be able to use you both, and I know he would help. If he could. If you and Evelyn could come down for a few days and just look around, I know you could get a job here. I guess you will think I'm a fine one for telling you that, but this will be closer to your home than Little Rock, won't it? Don't worry too much about your family or anything, for it never does anyone any good to worry, and it sure can do a lot of harm. I know it is hard to do, for I will admit that I do the same thing, but in the long run, what have I accomplished by it? Nothing. Darling, don't let that thought get in your head that your mother and father will ever be tortured, for before that will happen, they will have to get all of us, and I don't think Japan or Germany has a bullet large enough to put me out of the way. And if they have, you can bet your bottom dollar that I will get my share of them before they get me. Know exactly how you feel, and I can't blame you a bit for taking that attitude, for I think I had rather see mine dead than live the life that some people are having to live. But I don't think there is no danger that it will ever come to that state. Just keep living the life you are living and set the example for others around you, and I know we will come out victorious. I believe that God is with each one of us, for we are really fighting for His cause if you will boil it all down. After this is all over with, we will be able to worship as we see fit, and that is more than some parts of the world are doing today. I think it is now that we should really live up to our high ideals and show the rest of the world that we are not giving in one bit. Well, if I don't stop on this, you will be asking me if I wrote this on Sunday. I have your picture here in front of me, and it seems as if I can talk to you. Funny, is it, what a picture can do? I think more of it every day, for it has become a part of my life, like I hope the one it represents will be. I wonder if mine has ever caused you to have a funny feeling that you just can't describe. Well, as it is just about time for the mailman, I had better hang up for a while. I will be thinking of you between now and then. Lots of love, Jimmy J. Meaders. So, was it worth the wait? Oh, I think so. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for supporting me and my mom, who is Emmeline Darlene. If you don't know, my name is Christy. I am her daughter, and I am been tasked with sharing the story of her aunt and uncle, my great aunt and uncle. Plus, I edit the videos for her channel. So, anyway, thank you so much for supporting us. We are having so much fun, and we just appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for all the support. Just like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back soon with another thrifting video. Bye.
I like to share that vintage dream.